Glasgow School of Art building may need to be demolished after devastating fire, Nicola Sturgeon. Scottish Fire Minister Nicola Sturgeon has hailed a very sad morning as she fears the Glasgow School of Art building may need to be demolished after a devastating fire. Firefighters are still working to demolish the blaze, which broke out at 11:20 p.m. on Friday and spread to the nearby O2 ABC venue. Ms. Sturgeon says she cannot find the words to describe what happened, but is seeking solace in the fact that there were no injuries. It is just 4 years since the Charles Rennie Mackintosh building was badly damaged in another fire, the Daily Record reports. Work was then started to refurbish the building, but the latest blaze has caused even more damage. It is hoped the building can be saved, but experts will need to examine whether it is structurally safe before a decision is made about its future. Speaking as she visited the scene, the SNP leader said, "This is a very sad morning in the city of Glasgow. Glasgow School of Art is an institution that is loved not just by its students, staff and the people of this city, but by many around the world. First and foremost, my thoughts are for the safety of people. At this stage it appears there are no casualties, and I hope that continues to be the case. The professionalism and bravery of the fire service, and the rest of the emergency services, was once again demonstrated last night. This is clearly an extremely complex and large-scale incident, and one that is ongoing. I would like to thank the emergency services for their continued efforts. It's heartbreaking. The fire, as I think everybody could see from the pictures last night, has been a devastating blaze, much worse than the one that took hold of the Mackintosh building 4 years ago, so the damage is severe and extensive. Obviously there are assessments and discussions ongoing with the fire service and building control about the structure of it and its structural safety. All of us hope the building can be saved, but I think it's too early to draw any conclusions from that. It's actually quite hard to find the words, given what happened 4 years ago, the fact that it was so close to being reopened after the restoration that this has happened. My heart goes out to everybody associated with the art school, and I think this is an important point. There was no loss of life last night. Nobody was injured. Sometimes I think we take that a bit too much for granted, and that's down to the speed of response and skill of the firefighters that we're not mourning loss of life today. The Scottish Fire and Rescue Service, SFRS, said the building had been extensively damaged, including multi-million-pound restoration work carried out in the aftermath of the previous fire. SFRS Area Manager David Young said, "The fire has now largely been contained, but this remains a protracted incident and our efforts very much continue at this stage to extinguish the fire and ensure the community is protected. There will be disruption around Dalhousie Street, Sauchiehall Street and Renfrew Street, and I would advise the public to avoid these areas at this present time. I would like to thank our firefighters on the ground and our operations control firefighters for working effectively with our partners throughout the night and into today.